Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Dinosystem on Survival Isle version 3. Now, I've had a little bit of difficulties, as the last week's episodes kind of said, and I thought I saved last time, but maybe I didn't. But we're on another brand new island. I just went about making this shelter and everything, so you guys don't have to watch that for a third time. And I'm going to collect this dung, just so that way we can save it up in case we want to... we'll put it in the fire pit, even though... So, a few differences on this one, before I start rambling, but... The island I started on was 100% fertility, 100% size, stuff like that. But I also started in the middle of summer, or in summer. And the reason for that is because spring can be really brutal for the cold. At least with the heat, you don't have it as bad, because you can always find a little bit of shade to go in. So my recommendation is if you guys do want to try a little bit of a better starting experience, maybe think about summer, but definitely make sure you have the land fertility increase quite a bit. And with these two ankylosaurs right near us, I also have a little bit of a user request to fulfill. So Chris is a new subscriber who joined on and wanted to ask if we could get one of the dinosaurs named Xanthidus. So we're going to name this ankylosaur right here, Xanthidus, joining us on the Survival Isle. And we're going to try to keep tabs on him and make sure he stays okay along with his middle mate here, I guess. So we're going to leave them alone, but we could use some new things, because one thing I wanted to do with the next, when the new update rolled out, which it definitely has, is look at using the bow and arrow a little more. And for that, we kind of need a little bit of materials. So what we're probably going to do is take on this lone Troodon. She has a nest around here, but I don't know if I really want to let her kind of have it where she is. Well, there is one Troodon over there. But I haven't really seen anything else to try exactly getting materials from. Like, it's a lot around us, and... Ooh, actually, that's a young Tyrannosaur. That might be a better option. Already starting off trying to hunt Tyrannosaurs, but that's what we did last time, or our very first series. We took down 3 of them in our playthrough. So we'll head over and see. If that one doesn't have a mama or a dad around, we might very well try taking it out. Oh, it's trying to come out. Yeah. Don't see anything else with it, so that's really surprising. That's right, you keep coming. You want me, you come close to us. Why did I stumble? I was running forward. There we go. Okay, so already we've hunted 1 Tyrannosaur. Let's drag you back to our camp, so that way I can harvest you in our nice and secure shady shelter. So it's a good thing you didn't want a Tyrannosaur named Xanthidus. Okay, we fought that one off, so we kept our kill. So that's good. We just need to drag it back into our shelter, and we should be just fine. I am bleeding a bit, but I think if I can get a drink... Actually, no, I'm pretty good on that. I think I just need to basically get a few leaves and try a bit of first aid, and we'll be golden. Yeah, so we can do that. Drop those leaves there. And we'll pull this a little further in. There we go. Okay, so there we go. Let that go. The axe Still okay durability. So how bad are we bleeding? 20% isn't too bad. And our health is a little low, but if we can get the bleeding stopped or brought down even to the 10%, I think we should be pretty good. Because with the T-Rex here, we can get some pelt, we can get some meat, we can get the tendons. We basically have enough to get ourselves really nicely started. Oh, shoot. Started out and being able to equip ourselves a bit better for the hunt. And is that Xanthidus? Yeah, that's Xanthidus right there. We just can't see through the door. So it looks like he's chilling all right. The female's over there. That Troodon might be up here. No, another leaf waste. Okay, well maybe what we'll do is we'll just try getting some sleep. Actually, you know what? I'd better get some water. I'm not going to go for any meat yet, because I'm going to have to do a little bit of arranging just to make sure we don't light the T-Rex on fire when we're trying to do stuff. I'll let ourselves get some proper sleep. And we are healing up proper. It's not by much, but it is still something. So that's doing good. Yeah, we're going into a good sleep now. The only thing we're lacking is a bit of food to digest while we're sleeping, but there we go. That's much better. A nice huge jump up to 0.25 per second. So the first thing we're going to make is that bow and arrow. Because I want to try practicing with that a little more and get a little better in tune with it and just start trying to be a proper hunter on this island. So, let's see. We'll pull you back a little further. That should be good. Okay. No, Pterosaur's flying over. I guess he knows that we got the carcass here. So let's get ourselves... Yeah, butchering might take a while, but holy crap, that's actually a lot of materials just from this juvenile T-Rex, or this child T-Rex. And it doesn't look like anything else has come around us, so that's very good. We'll also have to check and see how that Troodon is doing that we gave a few smacks to with the axe. I don't think it would be killed, but you never know. Actually, maybe I will try using the axe next, because this is taking quite a while just to try to butcher off the tendon. I'm trying to remember how it worked. I think it was the small sharp stones for the meat, and maybe the pelt, and it was the axe or a large one for the tendons. Okay, so there's that. Let me try with the axe now. No, still about... Well, it is a bit faster. Our butchering skill also has a lot of room to improve on because we haven't really done much hunting. This is actually the first animal I've taken down on the island. Oh, and we got the Ankylosaurus starting to be a little active, going around. As long as I don't go smacking into the shelter, we're just fine. Okay, so there's 2 tendons. So for the bow, there it is. 2 tendons. Okay, and for the quiver, it was another tendon. So let's get ourselves another tendon off. And then I think we'll look at getting ourselves a little bit of meat in us. Oh, well, there goes the axe. Okay, you know what? Let me try meat first then. Yeah, definitely the small one for the meat, because we're getting that, looks like 3% per hit, so it's just because our skill is so low, we're probably not getting anything higher than that. Oh, Xanthidus is kind of closing in on us. I don't know if it's because he wants the leaf, or he's just... No, maybe just roaming. Okay. Okay, that can go there. Let's add a couple of branches there, and get a few stones. 1, 2... Slide the shovel away so we don't like that. There we go. Yeah, we don't really need a lasting fire because it's already 34 degrees in heat. No, shoot. Yeah, It's already 34 degrees in this place alone, so we do want to be careful and try to just... One nice thing is wetness, well, it is low, but I don't think it affects the fires anymore. So that's very welcome change. Okay, we'll put that to cook. And maybe we'll just put that leaf onto that pile there. Come out and get a drink. Let's see, where... Oh, where'd that Troodon go now? This gave her quite a few hits. And I thought she had an egg buried in here. Yeah, there is an egg buried over here. Actually, looks like there are a couple still buried. I'll leave those alone, but I don't know where that Troodon might have gone off to. Well, that's probably her right there. Yeah, it's a little too far, so we'll just get back. Try and make sure she doesn't sneak into the shelter to get our kill. Oh, and there's the T-Rex meat. You know what, let me see. I guess we'll try using another one of these, just to use up the sharp stone. I'll try to get another bit of meat since we have more room in our stomach. But so far, version 3 of Survival Isle is going pretty good. Oh, well, actually, I can still keep going even with my bare hands. So that's... Ooh. It's a good thing we got the door shut. That's I think that's a different one than we actually encountered. I do have a spear I could kind of poke it with, but I don't want it to go attacking our shelter that much. So we'll let that cook, and I'll definitely need to get a few things. Let's try for 4 large stones that we can kind of make into something. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That Troodon is really sticking around. That may be a problem for us, but we'll have to see. As long as it's just one, it's not too bad. Because I can always just take the spear, open the door up, and do a little bit of smacks on it, and that should send it away. Not sure why the Ankylosaur is so fixated on our wall there. Okay, so that's still cooking, so there's... Ooh, not a lot of water left in our little pond there, though. At least with summer... Oh! Wait, did you shrink in size? I thought you were larger, Zan. Okay, that's... Oh, really? Right at the end. Let's toss a bit of resin in. That... what happened to the sharp stone we had? Thought we... Oh, so much it does not want to go right, does it? Okay, there's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Let's try this again. There you go, that makes much more sense, is that your strength would affect your fire lighting. I probably came across that in one of the earlier episodes too, it's just that because this one is a little bit of a restart for the save's not properly saving. Okay, so let that go. Take you. Ooh, actually, you know what? I'll get that out before it burns. Keep that. Okay. So we are bleeding a little bit, but it's mostly because of how warm it is in here that we have our issues. I don't really have a way of killing the fire either. You know what, maybe we'll take the spear, open the door. Just even sleep outside, so that way there's a little bit cooler. Because I don't think the Troodon's around anymore, or at least not now. It's basically just have to let ourselves cool off and the day kind of go on. Because all of our meters should go up pretty nicely. It's just have to wait for the temperature to decrease more. So we're in a good sleep right now, which is very good for our muscle soreness. And we've got protein in the Tyrannosaur carcass, so we can easily let that go up. Yeah, down to 48%, so that's pretty good. Although getting even better, because we'll probably max out our stamina bar here. Yeah, and we actually didn't really get bothered overnight, so that's good. Or, well, through the day. Ooh. This area, though, you can really see it's completely dead. So... oh no, the Troodon we were after is up there. Oh, that's interesting. So we actually were able to take down one of the Troodons. Let me get a branch, a sharp stone again. We'll try that one and see if we can clean the branch off with it. We just need one more tendon and then we can just go about getting some of the other materials. I think we also need a pelt. There we go, and let's make ourselves that axe now. Slightly thirsty, but not raining yet, so we'd have a trek to go on. That's not too big of an issue right now. Biggest thing is once it gets below the red line, you really need to prioritize that stuff. Let's cut another tendon off. Oh, and that's another good thing that showcase right there, is that your progress on a carcass will save at a point where, say, you stop or you lose the tool that you're working with. Okay, there's another tendon, so I think that's 3. Yeah, that's 3 there. I am going to try a bit of first aid, just see if we can get that bleeding to stop. And then we'll do a quick look and see what we need for crafting those things. I know we need a little bit of resin, I believe, for the bow. But we've got a few trees around us still that we can make good use of. Well, there's one even right here, the taxus tree that's right beside our shelter we can use. There we go. I thought it was already 10%. Whatever. Okay, so, for the bow, 2 sticks. And for the quiver, 2 clean pelts. Okay, well actually I have all that in here. I think. I just gotta try digging around for them. Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll even get fresh branches. Just so that way it's full quality for what we use. Oh yeah, like that one. There's a good one. No, we'll gather a bunch of branches up. And yeah, there's Xanthidus there. So, male. Don't know the age yet. We'll find that out in a little bit once zoology kind of goes up. Because I did that trick again at the start where I decided to take all the points out of digging and zoology. There are some skills I think you don't really use all that much at the beginning. And zoology, with one that kind of passively goes up as long as you focus on an animal, I think it's a good one you can kind of work around a little bit with. Slide that open. Okay, those branches can go in there. These will be the ones we'll work with. Okay, so where is a sharp stone? There we go. Yeah, we can't see him right now, so that doesn't need to be left on. Oh, good. Bleeding finally stopped. Okay, there's that stick done. That'll be the second one. And then we'll try carving up the T-Rex for that pelt. Clean it. Ooh, actually, no. We definitely need to get a drink. Didn't realize it went down that quickly. Okay, so there are sticks there. That's done. We'll open the door and sneak on out. and make a quick hike over to where there's a really nice pond. The only reason that I didn't really do anything from around here is because I didn't have a good sort of mountain. Well, there is there, but still not kind of close enough. I still like to keep yourself close to a good supply of stones alongside water and sticks and trees. Just so that way in the early days where you're just trying to start out, you can get berries a little easier. Okay, there is... Oh, right up here, although... Oh, it's dry? All of it? We definitely could use some rain on the island soon. Oh, there's... just 9 days old Triceratops, too. I'm surprised that they actually kind of had one this late. Because normally I think... spring, I guess, is the mating season, so I guess it's not too far off that they would kind of have them right around the end of summer. Okay, but we definitely need to find water. So I'm trying to remember where all the places are that I've seen water on the map. I don't want to have salt water, because of course that's not going to help at all. That's one thing about the game, is the island really goes between extremes like crazy. You can have days where it's up to 40 degrees Celsius, but then drops to minus 15 in the spring. It can get pretty high back and forth. Ah, come on. Okay, where is there any... There's gotta be a pool of water somewhere. Yeah, we're going to slowly lose health. Actually, that's pretty fast. Okay, another Triceratops down there. But I cranked the land fertility all the way to max. This... I feel like the climate still is a little too extreme for things. Like, we really need water from somewhere. There is still this Troodon nest here, although I guess, yeah, I guess the eggs didn't make it, so they're gone now. Probably should have made use of those a little while ago, but darn. And I've already dug for water. Oh, look up, a few baby ankylosaurs around us now, too. As long as they don't get aggressive to us, I welcome the neighbors. But we really need to figure out where we can find some water, so it'll have to be somewhere to the south. I've never actually gone exploring down here. As soon as we can find water, I'll probably end this episode here, but oh boy. Seems like trying to start up, I've had things super tight. Like, again, no water to be found. And it doesn't help the temperature is going right up again, too. Okay. Anything over this way? Another mountain. Well, there's a bit of green, but nothing really that looks like a lake bed of sorts. And this is just inner land, as it was saying. We won't do any... The landmark stuff maybe we'll do next episode if we survive to it, because this is not exactly how I wanted to be spending the end of the episode, trying to find... Oh, that's dry too. There's C, there's that. I don't know if there's anywhere there's actually water left on the island with how hot it's been. There's another Tyrannosaur. But that's another dry bed too. I think we may be boned unless it spontaneously starts raining. Yeah, there's no point going too far. Maybe... we'll have to see. It might be too late to try to get Taxus berries. No, that says depleted. Maybe there's a chance, because I know the berries can give you a little bit of hydration. Although you run into the thing where you could be standing here for 2 or 3 minutes trying this over and over and not get a single thing out of it. Be nice to either let you know that it's completely depleted or have something that it gives you after 5 or 6 attempts. Because I gotta admit, is there actually anything here? There actually is. Oh my god. Okay, so it's a little bit. Not a lot, but that's the end of that. And unless... I'll try finding a coconut. I don't think that'll actually do anything. But I don't really know what you do with coconuts. I don't know if you can find a rock and maybe break them open. Although it seems like we have the exact same problem we just had with the berry. At least this should get the gathering skill up, I think. Okay, just going to take... Okay, there's a coconut. We'll take that back because we know where we can easily find stones. And the temperature is skyrocketing again. Late summer up to 41 degrees out. Actually, the air is only 30, but because of the sun too. Just trying to get started after the saves didn't seem to save has been brutal. The first time I tried, I started in spring and I froze to death. And the second time, it seems I'm going to roast to death. Just can't seem to find a nice middle ground anywhere. It's only 28 degrees, but with the sun, it's another 11. You know what? I'll have to settle for just the shade of the palm tree, and hopefully I can crack this open and get something out of it, but... Like, I gotta admit, it's... really brutal. It seems like you almost have to have a sweet spot for the island in order to make decent progress. Okay, at least this is going pretty fast, so maybe this will give us a good supply of water. Not bad. Not... Oh. Oh boy. We're boned. We are boned. Ah. Well, I guess I'll be doing I gotta figure out what I'm going to do. Because to be honest, this was my 4th go trying to get the series started again. I'm probably going to take a recording break for today, with this being my only Dinosystem, and try coming back another day. Because the game seems so brutal in some ways. You try to start in spring, but you're down to minus 15 degree temperatures, so you will quickly freeze to death. You try starting in summer, and you're up to 40 degrees Celsius for days, and you can't find water in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't feel like there's a proper middle ground for climates. It's something, it has bugged me ever since I have started playing, but I don't know, it seems like maybe it's just my bad luck right now. I'll probably chalk it up to that. That's just my bad luck kind of playing around. That's how things turned out, but yeah, we'll try another Survival Isle, which will be version 4 or counting, depending on how I can get the shelter made, because I don't want to just keep showing the same thing over and over again. I want to try to give a little bit of variety, since we had the first series go through so much, and this one just really changed the wall up for new content. But, like I say, we'll try that in another episode. So, thank you all very much for watching another episode of Dinosystem. Xanthidus will also come back in another video as well. I'm not going to just have that be the end of that. No, we'll have Xanthidus on another island as well. We just have to try to actually get set up so we can play a new series with it. Until I see you all in the next episode, though, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.